Hello everyone and welcome to the 6th episode of my Local to Global series. As you can see, we have quite a bit of money saved up. We're going to have a small show called UPW Fastlane right before the big show, which is UPW United Champions. That's the biggest show of the year. It's going to be put on the last day of the year, very last, the Sunday, week 4, December 2017. And it's going to be the biggest show that we have in the history of UPW, until next year's, of course, and probably like some random show in the middle of 2018, because we will be, I think we might get to regional next year, because we are at 12 importance in the tri-state, and it's only going to keep growing from there. So, gonna go ahead and move on to the show, because there's not much else to talk about. It's not too important of the show, but there are definitely some important parts. Overall, though, it's just to build to Night of Champions. So I'll just get into it right here. To start off, Steve Carino is standing in the ring with a microphone. He says, "Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to UPW Fastlane. But I'm not here to talk about this show. No, I'm here to talk about the biggest show that Uproar Pro Wrestling has ever run. Next month, at UPW Night of Champions, we will have many big debuts, including the start of a brand new women's division. UPW is growing faster than I could have possibly imagined, and I'd just like to thank you all for the continued support." So a 36 rating in front of 233 people, not bad at all, and nothing really else to say about this, just a quick little promo, talking about the women's division that will be debuting at Night of Champions. So I know one person in particular will be very happy about that, because, equal rights. And about that, decent reaction to the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Rhett Titus defeated Fire Ant in 9:46 by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage. Fire Ant got a 30, Titus got a 32. Titus was really off his game, so that's not good, but considering that he got a 32 while he was really off his game is good. No worker improvements, and moving on. About that, a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Colby Carino defeated Will Ferrara in 10:28 by pinfall. Will Ferrara got a 30, Colby Carino got a 26. I wanted Colby to do better, but 26 rating for the match on this show, I can't complain too much about. A video plays announcing RVD's appearance at UPW Night of Champions. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be putting RVD in the thumbnail, so this isn't probably too much of a surprise to most of you, but I'm really happy about this. We got him for a couple, a little bit of a spoiler here, we got him for a couple of appearance deal, so who knows what'll happen at Night of Champions. It's, you got to stick around through this event to see. In a decent match, War Machine defeated LAX in 12:09 when Raymond Rowe defeated Santana by pinfall. War Machines wins the UPW Tag Team titles. Todd Smith carried in terms of in-ring performance, and this was really just to... The match deserved better announcing. That's alright. 36 rating, not bad. I'm pretty sure this is a main event, so this should... good main event. Best match on the show, so it's definitely deserving of it. And War Machine debuted. I wanted to debut him at Night of Champions, but for storytelling reasons, I thought this was the best place to debut them. Alex Colon comes out to the ring after Ortiz and Santana's loss. He walks up to Santana and punches him right in the face. He continues attacking Santana until Ortiz pulls him off. Colon says, "You have failed LAX, you have failed the Revolution, you have failed me." Santana recovers from the assault, stands up, he looks over at Ortiz and nods. So what's going to happen here? Ortiz, Alex Colon, you can now consider yourself fired from LAX. Ortiz and Santana attack Colon, eventually putting him through the announce table as the show comes to the close. So pretty big way to end off UPW Fastlane. LAX, no, they don't break up. Alex Colon is just fired. So Angel Ortiz and Santana will still be using the LAX name. They may recruit some new people in the future. Who knows? But a 22 rating to end off the show, not great, but considering it's not our main event, we're pretty set. 35 rating, pretty good. Not going to be nearly as good as the rating we get for Night of Champions, hopefully. But we'll just have to wait and see how that turns out. Here's hoping that it's amazing, but I'll cut to that right here. Alright, so we start off the biggest show that UPW has ever run, UPW Night of Champions, with a poor match, unfortunately, with Flex Freeman defeating Sean Maluta in 7:49 by pinfall. Sean Maluta was just on a one-night deal. I just actually went to hire local because I needed someone to job out to Flex Freeman in the opening match, and I didn't want to hurt anyone's momentum. But Freeman is improving in technical skills, so that's what I like to see. I feel like I can turn him into a good, I guess, I don't want to say main guy in the company, but he could be a star if I build him up right. In a poor match, Cody Hall defeated Tim Donst in 10:40 by pinfall, using the ropes for leverage. Tim Donst was on a one-night deal. Cody Hall, however, is on a multi-year deal. Alright, finally got it out. 28 rating, not bad. Tim Donst actually went way over Cody Hall, which is unfortunate for us because Cody Hall is on our roster full-time. But Cody Hall improving in technical skills, that's never a bad thing. About that, a decent reaction in the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Kenny King defeated Rhett Titus in 10:52 by pinfall with a royal flush. Kenny King got a 36, Rhett Titus got a 30, and for a 31 match, not awful. And no work improvements, unfortunately. Rhett Titus was really off his game also. But 31 ratings, not bad. I'm really just expecting our rating to be good because of our main event. Our main event's probably going to get like a 40, I would say, which isn't great, but it's better than we normally do, and it's pretty good for a small company. Speaking of that main event, I'm just wondering when we'll see Rob Van Dam, once he's gonna show up. But after losing clean, Titus pushes the ref up against the ropes, yelling that the ref fast counted him. Security comes out but Titus throws the ref to the ground and walks to the back before the guards have to escort him out. Lots of grammar mistakes there, but a 38, definitely not going to complain about that. And Rhett Titus is just real pissed that apparently Aaron Mahoney fast counted him, despite, that's obviously not the case. And about a decent reaction in the crowd, but subpar wrestling, JT Dunn defeated David Starr in 11:27 by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage. I wanted this to be after hitting him with a foreign object. Just so, because I don't want him to use the ropes. I'd like him to actually, beat on Star. Cheat that way, Not cheat and get away with it. Well, I guess he did cheat and get away with it, but I don't know what I'm saying. But JT Dunn was unfortunately really off his game. No work improvements, 27 rating. Not that great, but we'll continue on. After the match, JT Dunn runs away before David Starr can get his hands on him. 30 rating, not bad. Would like it to be better, but, it's the mid-card title, or one of them. You can't really expect it to be all that great, especially whenever you're still a small company. About that, a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Colby Carino defeats Steve Carino in 9:09 by pinfall. Colby Carino got a 26, Steve got a 31. Actually, whenever I was checking this, because this was really to help get Colby over, and it has done that, so much so that now Colby has more popularity than Steve. Granted, Steve only has 25 in Tri-State, which is that's not true. I think it'd be more like 30-something, especially since he did Ring of Honor color for a while. But yeah, this has been a success, this storyline, and we will see the end of it for now in this upcoming segment. After coming out on the winning end of their hard-fought series, Colby Carino extends his hand to his father and helps him up. Colby nods at his father and walks to the back. So, it seems like I mean, there's still tension, obviously, because they just beat each other up for 3 months, or 5, I guess. But actually, since like the beginning of UPW, so for a while. But you know, that's to the end of this storyline for now. Both of them will go on to greener pastures. I guess Steve Greeno is going back to GM or owner, but we'll see where this takes Colby. In a poor match, Kimberly defeated Virginia Blackwood and Britt Baker in 12:41 when Kimberly defeated Virginia Blackwood by pinfall with a Yoshi Tonic. Virginia Blackwood, also known as Brittany, I forgot her alter ego, Brittany something. I just didn't want there to be 2 Brits, or Brittany's, so I gave her Virginia Blackwood. So, she didn't do good, or didn't do great, 21. Kimberly did really good, better than I expected, and they all improved in performance except Britt, who improved in technical. So, we actually do have one other woman on the roster. Her name is, totally forgot her name, actually. She works Independence near where I live, and I saw her, she was available, but I looked at her ratings and they're not that good, so we're going to have her come on a different date. After the match, Kimberly celebrates in the ring, so this got a pretty bad rating just because it's on her overness. I think she should have been more over, but can't really control that. In a decent match, War Machine defeated LAX in 11:43 when Todd Smith defeated Angel Ortiz by pinfall. War Machine make defense number 1 of their UPW tag team titles. Todd Smith did really, really well. Raymond Rowe did almost just as good. And they're not, like, expensive either. Like, Todd Smith is only, like, I think it's like $550 for Todd Smith and like $500 for Raymond Rowe, or $450 for Raymond Rowe. I don't know. They're not super expensive. So, like $1,000 for both of them, and we have a lot of money for this show. I actually probably should have brought in more names, but we're gonna have a good amount of money for next show. After the match, War Machine and LAX shake hands in a show of respect. So it seems like LAX is kind of being, they're not full faces, I would say, but they're being more face-like. They're kind of tweeners now that Alex Colon is gone. It's got a 20, not great, not awful. And about that, I had good heat and decent wrestling. Rob Van Dam defeated Alex Colon in 13:09 by pinfall with a 5-star frog splash. Rob Van Dam wins the UPW heavyweight title. So, unfortunately, Rob Van Dam was really off his game, but he still got a 46, and I think that's his age, actually. So, not disappointed with this at all. 38 rating. I think that's about what the show's going to get. And after the match, Rob Van Dam celebrates, got a 62. So, we'll see what the rating is right now. 37, not bad, better than our average. Next show, despite it not being the biggest show that we've ever run, like this one was, I'm very excited about, because we are going to have kind of a rivalry, I would say, with a fellow tri-state based company. You can go ahead and guess which one it is. I'll give you a hint. The owner of that company and Steve Carino have a pretty long history together. So, you know, you can make your guesses in the comment if you're still watching. If you are, I want to thank you very much, because, you know, you're just... Thanks so much. If you haven't already liked the video, I totally suggest that you do, and check out the other 2 videos that I'm posting before this one this week. I'm pretty sure. I honestly don't know the order of the videos that I'm doing yet. Probably figure that out. Need a better schedule, but we'll get to all that once finals are done. So yes. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like the video, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time.